Did you know that you are a benefactor of the divine pipeline? Yes, Earth Angels, you signed up, and it's not all bad. There are a couple of perks, too. Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette. This is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I am a professional intuitive empath. So good to have you joining me. Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me in. Come on in. If you're interested in working with me, you can find all of my information in the description box, my website, anything you might need to know. Also, whatever I channel in the video, any videos I might mention or songs will be down there. Guys, you are the benefactor, the beneficiary of the divine pipeline. One of my favorite scriptures says, I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. This is a biblical scripture that talks about what is offered to people that come in to do the work that are chosen, to whatever degree. And today, that's you and it's me. Whoever is watching, you are a beneficiary of the divine pipeline. Now that works in reverse too. So that means that people's energy can affect you, their karma, their dharma, whatever they're going through. So choose wisely who you are going to stick and stay and help. We are assigned whom we are assigned, and I don't know that we get a lot of opportunity to change our mind about that. Sometimes these things are dispatched in, and we're dealing with it as we are to deal with it. But what I want you to know is that anybody that is in your life will benefit from your blessings, whatever they may be. We all have different giftings. We all have different lives that we're supposed to see. But if someone's in your life, they're going to benefit very deeply. Also, say someone's not supposed to be in your life. You're supposed to cut them out. But you're maybe tiptoeing around it. They're still going to get almost like the insurance policy that comes with being an Earth Angel. I have a video here that I will connect below that I've made previously called the Empath Umbrella, where I really go into depth about what that looks like with a couple of fun visual aids as well. And I feel like maybe someone here needs to watch that, the Empath Umbrella. But that's the truth, is we kind of cover people under our shield and our energy. I was seeing something pop up in my short lately, and even though I'm not part of the Audubon Society, it was about birds, and it was a bird that kind of like tucks its wings into an umbrella to protect its chickadees, and that's essentially a perfect visual regarding what it looks like to be under our true protection, energy, and light. But there's a biblical precedence for it that I really enjoy, because it validates our Earth Angel distinction that a lot of people may not understand and may think that we're crazy, but it really does say, if you are going to not only stick with me, but be respectful of me, be kind to me, do right by me, treat me well, then you will never see ever even the beginning parts of hell, meaning everything will go well for you. But should you curse me, oh man, what did Kendrick say? That's something you don't want to do. Another prophet coming through, right? That's something you don't want to do. So pity the fools, guys, that come against you, and pity the fools that treat you badly or malign you or gossip about you, because they are just asking for whatever they gave to you. And it's so intense, and it's so doubled down, and they may not realize that they have really planted their seeds in fallow ground, and nothing will grow if they curse you. We see a visual depiction of this in the color purple, which is something that is seared into many of our brains, especially my 80s babies. And it is of Whoopi Goldberg cursing Mr. who has abused her, who has SA'd her, who has misused her, who has degraded her, belittled her, you name it. If he could do it, he did it. And she says to him, when she's fed up and she's taking her power back, and she's having her, if you've seen Fried Green Tomatoes, her Topanga moment, or Tawanda moment, and she says, everything you do, nothing you do will come to fruition, will grow until you do right by me. Those three fingers are emblazoned in our memories, because it was the first time we got to see someone who would otherwise be deemed quite powerless. That was what the whole movie was showing us, is that Miss Celie, no one really did right by Miss Celie. People treated Miss Celie like she was Cinderella. People treated her badly. The only one who really looked at her eyes and gave her any kind of life was Miss Sugar Avery, but certainly it wasn't Mr. And she said, with just fingers and words, she says, I know you've cursed me, And now I send that back to you until you do right by me. And that's the energy that we get to traffic in, Earth Angels. You don't have to put out your fingers, and you don't have to put it in the direction of the person that did it. The word says that warring angels and ancestors are already on it for whoever tried it with you. That's unfortunate. That's something they shouldn't have done, but it's something they wanted to do. What do we say here today? They definitely fucked around, and now they're about to find out in a certain kind of medieval type way. I hate to see it, but they were warned. Just like everything else, allegory before the storm. Noah, I have a video here. I'll connect that below. You need an ark. I know a guy, something of that nature. But it's about the way that people think you're crazy, but then they want to be on the ship with you. They want to float away with you, but they were cursing you, telling you you were insane. That's something you don't want to do. Noah predicted the rain, but people didn't think it would ever come true until they needed Noah, knocking frantically, I need you. Man, that's something you don't want to do, because it looks like now what's coming true is the curses you spoke on me have been returned back to you. It's tough to see, but fortunately for you, you, like Noah and his family, are in the boat and you're sailing away, and you got out scot-free. Or did you? Because if I recall, Earth Angels, it was you on bloodied knees, in tears, begging for mercy. For years, for decades, for weeks, for months, under the tyranny of someone who enjoyed maybe seeing you under their curse. Not realizing that just you being proximal to them, like Seeley to Mister, made their life better, not worse. She took care of him, took care of his kids, fed, cooked, and cleaned for him, and he was ungrateful. Can you guys relate? Nothing will go right until they correct their own fate. You don't have to curse them, no matter what they accuse you of or what they think you did. What's eating them up is their own disrespect and the own choices that they made and the way they wanted to live. They made decisions. I will bless you, those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. I remember those who have been good to me along my journey, and I make purposeful, intentional strides to reach back out and let them know how they affected my life and how I am grateful for them. And they can always see a smile from me, or a helpful hand, or a listening friend, because I never forget those who blessed me when they didn't have to, or when I thought my world would end. But for those who take a particular kind of cruel satisfaction, sadistic enjoyment out of hurting you just because they can, well then, they will know what that feels like too. Because the word is the word, and the word is true. I will curse those that curse you. So Earth Angel, don't worry. Vengeance is not yours. You don't ever have to do anything to get your quote-unquote lick back. The fact that they did attack, the fact that they didn't have your back, is enough for them to get their lick back. And if they put 20 on 10 and wanted to speak on your name and gossip and malign and slander and defame, well then, they can expect some of that too. Because the truth is the truth, and it's also true for you. They will curse those who curse you, and they'll bless those who blessed you too. Choices were made. Adults were adulting. They just didn't realize it was something they might not want to do. But just like those folks in the desert with Noah, it didn't take overnight for this to become the truth. They had been at it and got warnings and heard and were talked to and warned. Asked, communicated with, while they gaslit and lied, denied and chose low vibrations every time, instead of being helpful for you. They saw you, the rose through the concrete, and they tried to step on you. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. And it seems like the prophecy is fulfilled. And now people are beginning to live in the embodiment of that truth. And my sweet Earth Angels, there's not a thing you can do, because after all, choices were made. And now, it's above you. So good sharing energy with you today. Yeah, that one felt good to my soul. Now, ancestors and angels, warring defensive entities said, let's play. Come back and join me next time, guys. We'll continue to evolve together.